other questions?
One thing I'd like to just point out too, that whatever decision the council makes, it would have to be presented to the planning commission next, and they would have to review it for their consideration. So there's still more steps to do whatever direction it goes.
Understood.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, we're on the library topic. I would like to share this motion.
On that, Vern, you want us to pass out for information, that's fine, but don't pass out a motion. I haven't even looked at it.
I want you to look at it while I read it.
That is perfectly fine, but I haven't made any action on this either.
It's in regard to this.
That is perfectly fine. But I'm not making a decision on this, which was just handed to me. I'm not gonna make a decision tonight on that, which is just handed to me. We could take some time to digest it. We could table it to the next meeting, that's fine. But to accept the motion on this, you wanna share information, that's just fine. But a motion,
I think this adds to the discussion, and I don't think there's any other way.
let's discuss.
I don't think there's any other way to get it on the floor other than a motion.
They just handed us stuff and I read it and I didn't get a motion on that.
That's part of our accepted agenda. This is a motion in regards to that agenda item. And
Based on
it's-
information
and
that I
it's-
just got handed to me right
And
here.
it's lengthy. So I would, given the opportunity, I would like to present this. I would like to discuss each of the points, and then the council can act.
Any thoughts on motions, Terry?
There isn't one yet,
No.
that I'm aware of.
All right, then, thank you. But
I think this is provided as an informational
It is.
for discussion purposes, and then might generate motions from the council at that point. Just as I believe the council could take action on the proposal from the library
That's correct.
tonight, if you felt so moved. Motion moved.
I can either read it out loud, or you can read yourself.
go right ahead and read it out
The
loud,
very
Vern.
top part.
Go right ahead.
Okay, the journey that the community has been on concerning the library has been stressful for many reasons for many people. That is undeniable, and it is also unfortunate. The destination has been reached, and it is time to make a decision that allows all of us to work on a more promising future. While there are personal choices and attachments to various options, it is clear that a vast majority of the city of Rushford favors the use of the 2 Memorial Building as a public library. Additionally, the message of stop spending, stop increasing the municipal debt that the taxpayers of the city of Rushford are obligated to pay, has to be recognized and respected. The taxpayers of the city are paying attention. They are also paying higher real estate taxes and recent and planned future utility fee increases. Some have had to incur street improvement assessments, as well as second or third mortgages, or a flood loan in the case of a business person. We have lost families and businesses that couldn't overcome these economic burdens and times. As a community, we can't afford, nor do we want, to lose any more. I personally can't, in good conscience, support the idea of additional debt that does not have a very high or very likely positive cost-benefit outcome. As a result, I feel that a comprehensive and inclusive motion is appropriate to address the direction to be taken, identify the funding streams, and provide for accountability to the intent of the motion. So, I think that we have vetted this properly amongst, at the council level, at the community level. And I do appreciate the work of the Rushford Public Library Board. But that said, I move that the City Council of Rushford assign to the Rushford Public Library Board the building known as the 2 Memorial Building for use as a public library space in the city. That all current city government functions be relocated to the vacant city-owned building known as the Municipal Liquor Store and confined to the eastern half of the building. As soon as the Municipal Liquor Store location is prepared, the city government functions shall be relocated to enable the library board to make full use of the entire space available within the current confines of the 2 buildings. The city council will retain final authority over any proposed modifications to each of the floors or the overall footprint of the 2 buildings, as well as the parcel of land that it is built on. Funding sources to accomplish the immediate remodeling for City Hall and library spaces shall be restricted to current unused FEMA monies previously approved from the municipal replacement, the sale of furniture and fixtures, and the available monies from current or future fundraising activity of the library board. City administrator is directed and authorized to negotiate on behalf of the city in good faith with the Federal Emergency Management Administration to arrive at the use and availability timelines of funds from the denied usage for the community center building. These funds, if approved by and received from FEMA, may be the source of funds for future renovations or for construction of public buildings for public uses as deemed appropriate by the City Council and FEMA rules. And finally, councilors Hunzi and Dahl be appointed to work with the city administrator and the library board to prepare and present to the full council a detailed outline of the remodeling plans for both the 2 and municipal liquor buildings. The options presented should remain within the above noted funding guidelines, be presented on or before April 9th, 2012, and seek to maximize the beneficial outcomes of each designated space while minimizing any additional debt.
You're saying here
Is that a
We
motion?
have- It is.
Is that a motion?
Yes, it
All
is.
right, is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, we got a motion from Mr. Bunky and a second from Mr. Coldenson. Let's discuss. Do you honestly think this is the most cost-effective way to do things for the city?
Right now, yes. Otherwise, they would not have done it. Let's take the first point. Do we all agree that the 2 Memorial Building should be the site of our public library? I mean, that has been,
I personally believe we should look at all the options and decide what's best. I don't want to simply be attached to this simply because of a motion. I said that in the meeting 2 weeks ago. I do not want to make any decision based on emotion or nostalgia.